Hello again, StruckQup. Today I'm bringing you another information video about Diablo Immortal, and this one is about itemization and all things gear, wood and upgrade related. First, there's a notice, a message that the technical alpha is a small-scale early test of Diablo Immortal that will be primarily including players from Australia. The footage you're gonna see, the screenshots you're gonna see are from the press kit that Blizzard has released. I do not have access to the game, so some of the things you're seeing and I'm talking about would be changing. I mean, that's what alpha is like. Alpha, beta, things change. Sometimes there's full 180s on certain systems of a game, so expect things to change. And if you're playing the game, if you are one of the lucky ones who get access to it early, then some of the things you're seeing here would be different, most likely. Let's start with an introduction. No Diablo game is complete without a deep, rich and rewarding wood system. Diablo Immortal aims to be true to its itemization roots while pushing the envelope, but it has different itemization needs and goals than a traditional action RPG. We want to give you exciting choices and plenty of flexibility so you can build your character your way, with the understanding that no two Diablo games are, or should be, alike. Diablo Immortal is still in active development, so what you're about to read is therefore subject to change. That's actually me quoting one-on-one from the Blizzard website. Now let's move on to the makings of an item. There's a nice quote here: philosophy. Items are one of the most important parts of Diablo. Diablo Immortal's items are intended to provide you with continuous opportunities to progress, either by ranking them up to unlock their potential or by replacing them with better gear. The stat bonuses items provide should help your character feel more effective at one or more aspects of combat. Gear in Diablo Immortal usually has three types of stats: base stats, attributes and magic attributes. In addition, truly powerful items can have sockets, legendary attributes and more. Base stats are listed next to the item's icon and can include life, damage, armor, offense rating, defense rating, potency and resistance. Now let's have a breakdown of those things. Life increases your hit points. Damage increases the damage dealt by weapons, and it's increased by your primary attribute. Armor provides damage reduction against enemies' non-magical attacks. Armor penetration reduces the effectiveness of enemies' armor against your attack. Offense rating increases your damage by a percentage based on your opponent's defense rating. Defense rating reduces your damage taken by a percentage based on your opponent's offense rating. Potency makes your debuffs on enemies last longer, and resistance reduces debuff durations on you. Now let's talk about the primary attributes. Those include strength, intelligence, fortitude, vitality and willpower. Obviously the primary ones would be strength and intelligence, whereas the other ones are kind of like secondary. So strength is the primary attribute for the barbarian, monk and demon hunter. Intelligence is the primary attribute for the wizard. All attributes increase your offense and defense ratings. Primary attributes increase damage, while non-primary attributes provide additional defensive benefits. Fortitude increases your armor and armor penetration in addition to offense and defense rating. Vitality increases your life in addition to offense and defense rating. And willpower increases your potency and resistance in addition to offense and defense ratings. Magic attributes add specific powers to an item, such as attack speed or cooldown reduction, to allow further fine-tuning and playstyle customization. Now let's talk about what you would need, what types of slots you have, and how they're separated. Equipping everything you can. The philosophy here is Ger Slots largely remain the same in Diablo Immortal as in past Diablo games. They want to ensure that legendary items feel truly special, so that they're reserved for the item slots that better highlight their unique appearances and powers, meaning you can only get legendary items on specific slots. In Diablo Immortal, characters have access to 12 Ger Slots. Primary Ger Slots will feature legendary gear with skill-changing effects, while secondary Ger Slots will help augment and customize your build with additional stats and magic attributes. The primary Ger Slots are 6, which are the head, legs, torso, weapon, shoulder, and the offhand or secondary weapon based on the class plate. The secondary Ger Slots are as follows: neck, waist, ring number 1, ring number 2, feet, and hands. So 6 secondary, 6 primary slots. So on 6 slots you can have a legendary, on 6 slots you cannot. Let's talk about the different item qualities, starting with items of uncommon quality and moving on to some of the other ones. So the philosophy here is items of all qualities should provide enough incentive for you to pick them up. No matter an item's quality, you shouldn't feel like your effort to collect an item is wasted, as every item can either be equipped or used to fuel upgrades for your other items. In Diablo Immortal, equipable items range from the lowest to the highest quality: normal, white, magic blue, rare, yellow, or legendary orange items. There's set green items which will not be in Diablo Immortal, as Blizzard wanted to leave room for players to mix and match their legendary powers the way they want, which I really commend them for doing so. It's gonna bring much more build diversity and variety by leaving the set items out and letting us mix and match. I mean, I wouldn't mind mini sets where you're using like 2 rings or a ring and amulet, or what is it, belt. I think there was waist, for example, waist and shield, or weapon and shield, something like that. I wouldn't mind seeing in the future, but not huge big sets like Diablo 3, which basically remove all the imagination from making builds and make you, hey, get this set, stick to it. Thankfully this is not here. Big ups for that. The higher the quality of the item, the better and more stats it has. Logic, obviously. Magic and rare items spawn with named affixes that denote what magic attributes, which is types of stat boosts, the item in question provides. For example, a purified short sword of authority denotes a short sword, which is the base item type, enhanced with the purified, which means added damage to demons, prefix, and of authority affix, suffix, which means a strength and willpower bonus. Possible magic attributes include some usual suspects like attack speed, damage and armor bonuses, and others. New attributes include a chance to cheat death, like some passive abilities in Diablo 3, buff duration increases, chance to deal increased damage to enemies who are at low HP percentages, and more. Blizzard are planning over 30 different magic attributes at launch, with the potential to expand further. Legendary items will also have legendary properties specific to those items. These usually modify a class skill in some way, enhancing its abilities, and some have cosmetic effects. Every legendary item is a class-specific item. It has unique name and visual treatment and unique skill effects. For example, the Northwind main hand weapon, which has a legendary affix as follows: Chill Wind Inscription, which makes Whirlwind now also chill enemies, and this chill can stack. That's just one example out of many out there that people would be able to discover in the world of Diablo Immortal. Now here's another addition to Diablo Immortal, which is something new that didn't exist in the previous games, which is item ranks. The philosophy here is item ranks should provide you a way to keep improving on your on items you really like, making those items better instead of forcing you to discard them for a numerical upgrade. If you love a legendary item, ranking that item up allows you to continue to use it and keep it relevant for the content you're playing. Rare and legendary items can be further upgraded through a new system that they're calling item ranks. Rare yellow items drop at rank 0 and can be raised up to rank 5 by visiting the appropriate crafters and spending the necessary crafting materials. Each additional rank adds stats to the item, and legendary items can have a rank of up to 20, and they possess an additional benefit that Blizzard are calling bonus attributes. More on that below in a moment. As you can see, they've given us some examples of upgrading the Keen Visor of Terror and the Hellfire to specific ranks, and then there's the attributes at the bonus that we at the bottom that we got as bonuses. Now there's something else that we might want to talk about, and that's charms. So polishing all your weapons. The philosophy here is items are just one part of your character's power. Charms, gems, and other item enhancing materials should help you further define what you want your hero to be good at and provide alternate paths of progression. Charms provide between 1 and 5 unique skill rank bonuses for all classes, which are rolled randomly, and you can break unwanted charms into skill stones, which stones later you use to reroll the bonuses on other charms. So finding charms probably would be something you would expect to happen often, even though you can only wear one. You can just discard the ones you don't and upgrade the ones you want. But then probably people are wondering, then what happens if I get the wrong bonuses? Have no fear, rerolling is here. Since charms can modify up to 5 different skills from any class, you want to use the rerolling process to grant the specific skill bonuses you desire. Since there's 5 bonuses that you would want to stack, that you would want to get, there's going to be a lot of rerolling to get all 5 bonuses, be bonuses to skills you are using in your current build. Charms occupy their own item slot and you can only equip one at a time, so make sure yours is the right one. Now let's talk about runes. Runes are crafting materials obtained from Elder Rifts. There are 15 different runes, some much harder to obtain than others, and runes are used in recipes related to legendary gems and items. Now there's something about gems and item sockets that you should be seeing on your screen, which is kind of a table regarding the normal socket maximum, the legendary socket maximum, and the socket color / type for each piece of equipment from those 12 item slots we have. Let's talk about that. Common gems each boost a specific base stat of the item they're socketed into. Gems can have up to 10 ranks. Much like in previous Diablo games, gems are upgraded by combining 3 gems of the same rank to obtain 1 gem of a higher rank. For example, you can visit an artisan in town to combine 3 rank 3 gems into 1 rank 4 gem. And you can see that the head has 1 legendary socket, the torso has 1 legendary socket, the shoulder, legs, weapon and offhand also has 1 legendary socket, and no normal sockets. You can also see that the neck has 3 normal sockets, 0 legendary, and those can be red, yellow and blue. Then the ring. Each ring can have 1 normal socket that can be random, either red, yellow or blue. You can also see that the hands have 3 sockets and all of those are yellow. The waist has 3 sockets, all of those are red. And the feet have 3 sockets, all of those are blue. In total you get 13 normal socket numbers and 6 legendary socket numbers. So 13 normal gems and 6 legendary gems that you can have in a build. And that's pretty interesting. And with the rings being the final deciding factor, you lean heavy into red, yellow or blue, knowing that you can get 3 yellow, 3 red and 3 blue from hands, waist, feet, and then the neck is red, yellow and blue. I'm not sure whether all 3 can be the same color or whether it's always a rainbow of one of each, but most likely the neck would be randomly red, yellow or blue. Not always red, yellow, blue, but you would be able to probably go 3 red or 2 red or 2 yellow or 3 blue, etc. And with the neck and the ring you would be customizing the final tuning of the build regarding which type you're leaning towards. Legendary item slots are a special case. While these item slots are only allowed 1 socket per item, they also only accept legendary gems, which we will talk about in a moment. Now, another thing you probably might have guessed from some of the things I mentioned above is that you can salvage materials. Every time you collect wood that isn't useful, you can break it down at the blacksmith in exchange for salvage materials. You can then use those materials to increase item ranks, as we mentioned, or in crafting recipes, which, as we mentioned earlier, runes would come handy for. Now, here is another thing that you might have been wondering about. I mentioned legendary gems earlier. They're priceless treasures, and unlike Diablo 3, they are handled in a different way. We don't have the Kanai cube, so those would be put into our 6 legendary slots, which means we will have 6 legendary gems total. Similar way of doing it, just you're still slotting certain gems which you level up into certain slots, but the leveling up has smaller limits, and you have more places, more slots to put those. The philosophy here is legendary gems should provide additional power to your hero and greatly enhance their performance in combat, while providing another progression path for you to focus on. As you can see in some of the screenshots on your screen, for example, the Berserker's Eye gives you 55% of the socketed item's base attribute, increasing all damage you deal by X%. So it's not always 55%. This increases. This 55% increases based on your rank. And so does the damage dealt increase. But your armor is reduced by 30%, which I'm not sure whether this decreases as you level up the Berserker's Eye. And then your attacks have a X% chance to ignore your target's armor, which most likely also increases since it's highlighted as you rank up the gem. Items of rank 8 can enhance the effect. So once you get the item to rank 8, this effect would get stronger. So let's just read and talk about what they've mentioned, and then all of those things would become clearer to you. Legendary gems are primarily obtained through Elder Rifts with legendary crests, which you can actually pay for, which is a little bit pay to win in a game where people are competing for leaderboards of weekly rifts and for PvP. So obviously if you pay, you gear up quicker, which gives you an edge of climbing the leaderboards quicker than others, and you can save yourself some time of grinding, whereas others would need to probably spend 3, 4, 5 times as much time grinding and farming to get the items you can just open your wallets for. Not a big fan of this, but it's a free-to-play game and it was expected, and it's actually much milder than I expected. Each gem requires specific materials, including runes, and the appropriate gem recipe to craft. Legendary gems confer unique benefits that are not found in any other items, similar to how they work in Diablo 3. Once you obtain or craft a legendary gem, you can socket it in any item that occupies a legendary slot item. That's pretty weirdly worded, which means a socketed item equipped on the head, torso, shoulders, legs, weapon or offhand slots, and get the benefits immediately. Upgrading legendary gems. How do you do it? Well, legendary gems will play a large role in your item progression, and as such ranking them up is very important. The basic process to upgrade legendary gems is to combine identical gems to produce a new, more powerful gem of that type. You can also trade any gems you don't need on the market. When upgrading gems, you always keep the best among all gems you're combining. Higher gem ranks require combining larger quantities of lower rank gems. So for example, if you combine to rank 6, maybe you're gonna get rank 7. But maybe if you combine your rank 6 with like rank 1, you're gonna need multiple rank 1s to get the rank 6 up. Whether it's equal or not remains to be seen. Let's say for example, I've got a rank 2 gem. Would using 2 rank 1 gems give me the exact same improvement than using 1 rank 2? Let's say for example rank 1 plus rank 1 equals rank 2, then rank 2 plus rank 2 equals rank 3, then rank 3 plus rank 3 equals rank 4. Would that mean that if I take 2 rank 1s, I make rank 2, and then I take another 2 rank 1s and I make another rank 2? Does it mean if I take those and make them rank 3, would it mean if I use rank 3 and put another 4 rank 1 gems, that would equal rank 4? I mean, is it equal, or are there diminishing returns, or is it better to use higher ranks, and is it the opposite of diminishing returns? I wanna find out more about that. Maybe some of you would as well. So hopefully they provide more clarification about that soon. Now here's another thing that they've mentioned: building the ultimate arsenal. The absolute best items in Diablo Immortal will take time and effort to attain. Every item must be obtained and empowered by its user, and only the most dedicated will get access to a full arsenal of upgraded items. Our goal is for you to always have something to look forward to, and for this system to provide you with many hours of gameplay as you carefully consider your options. Bonus attributes and reforging. Now let's quickly mention their philosophy here. One of our objectives of Diablo Immortal is to ensure you have plenty of goals to pursue. Ranking up legendary items is but one of many progression paths. Reforging and bonus attributes can help you transform an excellent legendary item you enjoy into something truly one of a kind. And they've given us some examples, for example, Vision of the Frozen Path, Disarray, 2 legendary items. Then there's Svot's Reach, an axe that has been ranked up to 16. And they're saying that any single legendary item has a maximum item rank of 20. Ranking an item up to 6, 11, and 16 adds a bonus attribute to the item. You can see on this level, rank 16 axe, that there's 3 affixes. These special affixes are rolled from a pool of 6 different groups. Once an item reaches rank 6, you can reforge it. Reforging allows you to reroll the bonus attributes of a legendary item to fine-tune it for your build. You reforge items either with a normal reforged stone, which you can discover through gameplay without paying, or with a specialized reforged stone, which you can purchase for real money and use for a less random reroll of the item's properties, which would allow you to focus on attaining certain attributes. Here is another source of a bit of pay to win, where you're paying to be able to min-max an item easier and quicker than others in a game where people are competing in PvP and in PvP weekly leaderboards. So obviously the ones that spend more would be able to quickly upgrade their gear to a decent satisfactory min-maxed stage. And whales would love this. Whales that spend hundreds and thousands of dollars a month in a game would really love Diablo Immortal, and probably Diablo Immortal would kill all those little shitty pay-to-win ARPGs on the mobile market that are currently competitions. So yeah, people would love this. I mean, it's probably not gonna be as severe as I just made it sound, but it is pay to win, and keep that in mind. Some of you may not like it, but if that doesn't bother you, if you're in there just to play, to have fun, not to compete with others, then that shouldn't bother you if you're not competing with others. Note that specialized reforged stones won't give you better properties, just a bit more control over the bonus attributes your reforged item might have, making it easier and quicker to obtain the stats, the min-maxing you are after. You make a lot of decisions as you pursue unique loot in Diablo Immortal. We want the itemization system to be rich and complex while preserving your ability to play at your own pace and make continual, meaningful progress. As excited as we are to enter our first public testing phase, please remember that what we're showing is an early look at our game's items. We're going to take the time to listen to your feedback and give all of our wood the right polish, and we can't wait to hear what you think. This was a message from Blizzard. It didn't say who wrote it. If you feel like you wanna have a discussion about it, I would love to hear in the comment section or on my Discord server what you think about those changes. Do you think Diablo Immortal would be something that you might consider playing, that you might play? I personally would not play it as much because I'm a PC gamer at heart, and even when I played Diablo Immortal, I would play it on my PC on an emulator. I'm not gonna spend too much time playing it, but every now and then I would be returning, I would be making some content regarding what's new, what changed, maybe the occasional build synergy for people who love my builds. But yeah, expect more content whenever there's more news about the game and whenever I have time to make it, and hopefully I somehow get access to the public test, to the alpha test, to get notified when I upload more content for this game or other games like this one, which would be wooters of all varieties, isometric, third-person ARPGs, wooter shooters, and all sorts of wooters like that. You could subscribe to my channel and hit that bell button to not miss out on my content updates. And optionally, you can even join as a member of the Struck Club on YouTube as a channel member to get access to exclusive perks such as special emotes custom made by me, special badges custom made by me that represents how many months you have been a member for, as well as opt-in of editing tutorials that I can give for Photoshop, Adobe Premiere, as well as shout-outs and things like that. And I would like to use this part of the video to thank all my YouTube members and Twitch subscribers. Thank you for supporting the channel and keeping me going. Thank you also for watching this video, everyone. Keep it cool, Struck Club. Until next time, and goodbye.